Hey guys, welcome to Janine's Gluten-Free Kitchen. I am Janine and this is my gluten-free kitchen. And today we are making shepherd's pie, which is traditionally made with lamb mince, and that's what we're going to be doing today. What we will be doing a little bit differently though is making it like a paleo keto version by using a cauliflower topping instead of potato topping, and it makes the meal a lot lighter and easier to eat, and you can just eat more of it. So, yum! Looking forward to making that with you. So let's get into it, but actually before I do that, this is your opportunity to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our future videos. And now let's get into it. Okay, first thing first, let's put the gas on and throw in a dollop of olive oil because we are going to be cooking our lamb base with all the aromatics and yummies in there. We have some carrots, which I have just peeled and sliced. Now I do recommend you peel your carrots because they can give your meal a bitter taste. The peel can be quite bitter. So let's throw in our carrots. I have an onion that I very finely diced, and I have used a red onion, but you can use white or brown. It doesn't matter. Not spring onions or shallots, some people call them. You want a whole round. So let's throw that onion in. Yum. And some garlic, which I have just chopped up. I've actually used smoked garlic because I find it has a little stronger flavor and it just releases that lovely punch of garlic. But regular garlic is fine, and you can mince it as well. And then finally, let's throw in a couple of bay leaves as well. That will give it a very yummy flavour. Bay leaves are great for anything tomatoey saucy. Let us stir. And we want to pan fry that until it's lightly golden, which will probably take anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes. Okay guys, that's been about 5 minutes and our onions and carrots and garlic is all lovely and brown. And so now we're going to throw our lamb mince in. I'm just going to break it up as I'm putting it in. I do recommend you get your butcher, if you can, get them to mince some lamb for you. When you buy it from the supermarket, it can be quite fatty, which is fine if you don't have a choice, but which I didn't. But sometimes if you plan ahead, you can get your butcher to mince some lamb for you. And then you can pick like a good cut that's not overly fatty. So don't forget, all the ingredients are below. And I always put a link to our website so that you can also get the recipes. So you can print the recipes as well. Last little bit. I'm making a good size amount for the family. You can definitely halve it. I recommend to save your shoulders. Get yourself 2 wooden spoons like I am, and then use them against each other. It makes it so much easier. Okay, while we are waiting for that to fry, I'm going to throw in a little bit of garlic powder. I know we've put garlic in before, but I just like to give it a little kick. Instead of having salt, I put in a bit of garlic powder, and I've got some fine ground black pepper. And if you wanted salt, now would be the time you would season it. All right, we're going to let that fry off. I'm just waiting for the water to fully evaporate, and we want to start getting a bit more of a fry so that it gets those lovely caramelized flavors. We'll come back when that's done. And so you can see now what we're left with, like all the water has evaporated, which is really important to avoid the kind of boiled taste that meat can get if you don't let that water evaporate and if you don't take it to the frying point. This ensures that you get a more, you know, lovely fatty meat taste instead of a boiled meat taste. So yeah, anyway, as you can see, that's where we're at now. It's frying rather than having water through it. So once we've gotten to that stage, we want to add our tomato paste. We've got 2 big spoons of that. Going to give that a stir through. And now these days tomato paste is cooked, so you're not cooking the tomato paste, you're just kind of stirring it through. Once you have that stirred through, we're going to throw in a splash of Worcestershire. If you don't like it, you can admit it. It is a very traditional way of doing. So give it a lovely, more robust flavour. And then finally we are going to add our stock. Yeah, sizzle, sizzle. Beautiful. And a cup of frozen peas that we've defrosted, mostly. Yum. Smells divine. Wish you guys could smell it. Really yummy. Very easy meal to do and a really yummy, hearty family meal as well. Or you can like just make a big amount and have it in the fridge to eat for the next few days. All your meal prep done. Now, you know we're a gluten-free channel, so everything we add is gluten-free. So that includes the Worcestershire sauce and the tomato paste and everything else. And now we're just going to let that simmer for about 10 minutes just to reduce, probably not even that much. Yeah, about 5-10 minutes, we'll let you know. Come back in a minute. All right, our sauce has just finished. And I'm just going to take those bay leaves out because they will not be fun to crunch into. Got our parsley. Let's throw that in. And you don't want to add the parsley earlier because fresh herbs are always better when they don't lose too much of their integrity or cook down. So always better for fresh herbs at the end. Dried herbs is a whole different story. Beautiful. All right, so that is ready to go in our pan. Oh, looks delicious. Let's give it a taste. Ah, that was hot. Yum. Super yummy. All right. Got a couple of these because the handles will be hot. And let's tip that in. Great. Let's move this baby away. And now we want to level it. Yum. Make sure you get those edges and those corners and give it a good pat down. So it's nice and condensed. All right, now for our topping. Now I told you we were doing a keto paleo version And so what we have is a mixture of a cauliflower and celeriac puree instead of mashed potatoes. So what we've done is we've steamed some cauliflower, a whole head of cauliflower, and we've also steamed a whole celeriac bulb. Now, if you don't have celeriac where you are, you can just make 1.5 heads of cauliflower mash. Now, I would recommend you steam it over boiling it, because boiling it will make it so wet that it doesn't really have that good firm hold that you want in the mash on top. And then we've just minced it together with a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, and some vegan butter, which you can use just oil, some olive oil instead. Just makes the mixture a little bit smoother. And now we are going to top our shepherd's pie with this lovely deliciousness. Such a great meal. Okay, and that, my friends, is ready for the oven. I've preheated my oven to 200 degrees Celsius, and I'm going to throw that in just until it starts to firm up and we can see the edges bubbling up to the sides, which will take about 20 minutes. So guys, that is our shepherd's pie ready to be eaten. We've just taken it out of the oven. It's been in there for 20 minutes on 200 degrees. And I don't know if you've heard me say this before, I have mentioned it in previous recipes, but cauliflower mash does not brown, not like potato does. So normally, traditionally, you put it in, you wait for it to go nice golden color. So cauli doesn't do that. So don't wait for that. It'll be very burnt before that happens. So it'll kind of look a lot like it went in when it comes out. But it's going to taste fabulous, and that is ready to eat, ready to serve. I'm really happy you've joined me for this. Please hit the like if you've enjoyed this recipe. We really love hearing from you guys. So send us a message. And that is our gluten-free, dairy-free paleo shepherd's pie. We'll see you next time. Been a pleasure. See you later. Thank you. Thank you. What she said. Tag Janine's gluten-free kitchen. All right. Cool. Cute.